This is your grammar lesson that you will be doing on May 5th. I have the date here. And this is classroom practice 52. So this is a whole new kind of exercise that you're going to be doing in your grammar book right now. And we're going to read the directions first. Edit the sentences and underline the explanatory words. And it says you can use the editing guide below, which are these. So you've got 7 mistakes in sentence 1, 7 mistakes in sentence 2, and in sentence 3 you have 8 mistakes. Now they're counting the underline part as 1 point. So let's look at sentence 1. I like pizza, said Molly. So you're going to underline first. You're going to underline the telling part of the sentence. We're telling, when we underline, we're telling that this is the telling part of the sentence, which leaves this part of the sentence to be the words that Molly actually said. Now, when we have a sentence like this and we have words that someone said and a telling part, you separate those two parts by using a comma. Then you put quotation marks around what she actually said, and then you go back and you edit your work. This I always has to be capital. This is a proper noun. Her name has to have a capital. And you put a period at the end. And now go back and double check and make sure that you have 7 mistakes that you found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving on to sentence 2. So the first thing we're going to do is read it. My dog had 5 puppies, Mary exclaimed happily. So now you're going to find the words that need to be underlined. Can you find them? It should be Mary exclaimed happily. Now, because she exclaimed it, I have to have an exclamation mark. And my exclamation mark is going to be after what she said. So this is what she said. My dog had 5 puppies, and she's so excited. And you put an exclamation mark there. And because those are the words that she said, you're going to put quotation marks around that. And at the very end of this whole sentence, you put a period. So on this kind of a sentence, when you have an exclamatory, you put the exclamation point after those exciting words that she said. Okay, now we can go back and find our other mistakes. Of course, every sentence has to start with the capital. My dog had 5 puppies. Mary is her name. Mary exclaimed happily. And now let's go back and count and see if we have 7 mistakes that we found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the underlining would be 6, and the period at the end would be 7. So this is how you do these kinds of sentences, where you underline the explanatory words. Let's do number 3. Kelly, can you spend the night? Asked Shelby. So first of all, we're going to underline the explanatory words. So who did the talking? Shelby did. And what did she do? She asked Shelby. So now I know that these are the words that came out of Shelby's mouth. And did you notice that it's a question? This is an interrogative sentence. So you put a question mark here. So if you compare these 3 sentences, you can see that sometimes we put a comma if it's a declarative. If it's an exclamatory sentence that someone said, you put an exclamation point. And if it's a question sentence, an interrogative, then you put your question mark there to show that it's a question that shall be asked. And then at the very end, we're going to put a period. Okay, now we need something else. Let's see, we got to have some capitals. Capital K. On Kelly, can you spend the night? Asked Shelby. And a capital S on Shelby. Now I'm thinking there's something else that we need to do to this sentence. Listen to me say it. Kelly, can you spend the night? Asked Shelby. And there was a place in that sentence that I paused because when I'm talking to someone and I say their name, I have to have a pause after their name. And the way we write that is to put a comma. Kelly, can you spend the night? Asked Shelby. Now let's count. We're supposed to find 8 mistakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you will go on and you will complete the rest of the worksheet on your own, and I have the answer sheets sent out to your parents so you can check your work at home. So good luck with that.